Hey folks, so guess what? It's finally happened. I finally have a diamond camo. This is the first time in any COD I've ever had a diamond camo, so I'm actually quite excited about this. And I went through the other day and I was watching the the reactive part of it and seeing how it changed, and I was so fascinated by it, I just had to show you. I was hoping to catch the moment that I actually ticked over to a diamond camo, but unfortunately I wasn't streaming at the time, so I wasn't able to pick it up. And I haven't bookmarked the film either because I was stupid enough not to bookmark the film on Call of Duty. So, have a look at the reactive camo. Set up a private lobby so that you can see it all in action, so one after the other, in streaks and things. So, yeah, have a look at this and enjoy. I know I did.
Free for all.
Okay, folks, so what I've done is I've set this up on firing range for you, and I've deliberately gone to a dark building so that you can see the full effect of the camo. So if you just look at it in the shadows there, you can see how bright it is. So this is it just as you sort of load up in its first stage. So when you load into the game, this is how it'll look. It's got the pretty little gold trim and the shiny, shiny normal diamonds. And I believe we'll get our first change when we get to number 5. So, any minute now. There we go. So it's changed to purple, and as you can see as well, it actually puts like the previous... just wait for it to come back up, there we go. So actually, you see how it turns the little jewels like a different colour inside as well, so that's quite cool. So it's not just like one colour, technically, it's 2, which I thought was quite sweet. So, I mean, all these colours as well, they're actually quite bright. Like really, really sort of luminescent sort of thing. Which is really cool. And like I said, I know I'm doing this in like a dark sort of building, but you know, still even in like outside the sunshine, where you'll see like later when I die, they're still quite bright, but you just get the full effect of it really in dark. So, by the way, please don't think I actually play this well when I'm actually in games. I've turned the bots down to like the lowest difficulty, and you know, got quite a few of them, so they're all running around after each other and not running around after me. And there you go. So now it ticks over to 10, it's gone green, and the little jewels in the middle have gone a sort of pink purple. So it looks, so it tends to go up in increments of 5, I believe, except for the last one, which goes up in 10. So, interestingly enough, just whilst waiting for it to change as well, this is actually a really good strategy. So if you're after the honour on free-for-all, where you kill everyone without dying and win the game, and get them nuked, you can actually get several achievements, several sort of banners all in one go, if you actually do this. And this is a good way to do it, just to patrol one area. Now, I wouldn't dare really do this in the normal free-for-all with actual people, because I couldn't keep this up. And as you'll see in a moment, when I die, I have trouble keeping it up in a mode with like easy bots, as you'll see in a second. So there we go. So yep, we're a pretty shiny blue with white diamonds in the middle. And you notice as well, as it steps up, you'll probably see it better in the dark, to be honest, but as it steps up, it actually gets more and more sparkling as it goes as well. So that's quite a neat little like addition that they put in there. I'm pretty sure the diamond camo didn't used to do that. And I can't actually remember when the reactive camos were introduced for the diamond. It could be this game, or it could have been like a few games ago. I swear it used to turn lime green if you got 5 kills without dying. But yeah, as you can see, now we've gone to orange, now we've gone to 20 kills. And I think the next one is possibly at 30. We shall see. I've actually put this game all the way up to 60, so to make sure I caught them all, you see. So there's like a little period at the end where it is just like me running around killing people, and you can get a good look at the last camo, which I'll say was a big surprise. I think the last one comes after this orange one, if I remember rightly. But yeah, you can see those little diamonds in there. They turn to like yellow now. Oh no, there's a green first. There we go. So it's green with... So it's a lighter green, really. Well, actually, I suppose you could argue that's like a blue-green, but with the little purple diamonds in the middle. And hopefully you can see what I mean there. So, that's it. In 2 more kills you should see it change again. So yeah, as I was saying, this is a really good tactic, just to sort of patrol one area. Use your UAVs, use your counter UAVs just to confuse them out a bit. There used to be a glitch where you could use the strike team. So you get to a point where you're doing the strike team and then they just do the rest of the work for you, but unfortunately they've fixed it now. Which is a shame. And I have actually tried this challenge, but obviously, as you can imagine, I haven't really got very far with it. Which is why I'm doing it in here for you. And there's one more. There we go. How pretty is that, people? How cool is that? We're going all disco on your ass whenever we get 30 kills. Now, the really cool thing about this as well is, I don't know if you've noticed, I have died a couple of times and I've still retained the camo, which is really cool. So I don't have to get 30 kills without dying in order to see this pretty rainbowness. I just have to get 30 kills in the match. So, it's a good tracker, really, for knowing how many people you've killed in a match as well. You know, without going back to your scoreboard all the time. So, you know, a lot of people say it hasn't got a practical application. Actually, for me it has, because I'm one of these people that's constantly looking at the scoreboard to see what my KD is and score is and whatnot. And that actually, you know, I could live with just knowing what my kills are and, you know, not matching them to my deaths and not seeing how depressing that is. Because every time I've got loads of kills, it's usually I've got the same amount of deaths, to be honest. So, slightly less depressing. So it actually doesn't go up any higher than this particular one. So now it's just a case of sort of sitting back and enjoying me kill off some bots, really. Watching me kill off some bots to go up to 60. Now the really cool thing is, from this point on, I don't actually die, so you do get to see the nuclear, unstoppable and brutal and those sorts of things. It's just a shame that it won't unlock the card for it.
Countermeasures active. UAV above. Surveillance operations. CUAV mission timeline 50% check. UAV perimeter.
I think it's going to tick over to the nuclear at about 40, something like that.
UAV has left the mission area.
Oh no, there's my, what was that, merciless? Was that merciless? Possibly, or relentless maybe? So 15 more. Because your nuclear is, as it's always been, it's 30. However, you don't get the nuke anymore. You don't actually get to kill the what's it called? The score streak anymore. So it does acknowledge that you've gone nuclear, but it doesn't actually give you the nuke, which is good because the nuke just killed the game anyway, to be fair. So it won't be missed. Well, I won't miss it anyway, personally. I know a lot of other people did like it, but it means I'll never earn one, which is, I suppose, is quite sad, but I feel like I should maybe go back. No, I'm better. It doesn't matter, though, how many times I go back to old CODs. I never actually improve at them, which is weird. You would think I would, because I've improved at this one. You'd have thought I would have got better, especially with some of these maps actually existing in some of the old ones. Only 15 to go, people, so stick with me. So there you go, unstoppable. So we've got the nuclear, so that must have ticked up whilst I was waffling on. And then for every single one after this, you just get unstoppable, which is, I mean, it's nice to see. Nice to know what happens when you're actually good. Nice to see how the other side live. It's like driving to a posh, fancy area with fancy houses. Always interested to see how the other half live. I wish I was this good in real life, I really do.
UAV perimeter established. Angels 10.
UAV standing by.
Just collecting care packages out there. I wouldn't do this in real life, by the way. I wouldn't, you know, like, real life. I wouldn't do this in, like, a real game. Just collect care packages outside. Like, here I am, because here are all my care packages. Then again, I suppose you could argue they'd make good lures, but, I don't know. Ah, damn dog. 6 more kills to go. See, the nomads are so stupid in this game. They're like putting the mesh mines like in really stupid places where no one will ever go. So I can see why it's like a bottom, you know, like a bottom setting. Or it'd be interesting to see what they're like on veteran, see how much they actually match like real life players. something I probably will try one day when I decide I want to go for this free-for-all one with any kind of can't think of the right word, but when I decide I really want to go for this free-for-all one, then maybe I will give it a go. And there you go, folks. So that's the pretty sparkly, rainbow disco-y, diamondy camo in all of its stages. So hopefully you enjoyed that. If you did like it, then please subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.